All right, now I never really have to admit this because it's never typically happening, but I was wrong when in regards to Ann Taylor, and that's, I think, what we're going to discuss today. Guys, I'm JB Gunner. This is Crime Time. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's do it.
Bring it back.
Boy, it feels like forever since I've done a video on this channel. It feels good to be back. Sorry, I've been dealing with a lot. I've been doing a lot of work on my other channels and had a health scare. I'm dealing with that the best that I can. A lot of good things going on there. Quit drinking. I know that's a shock to some of you. Some things like that. So anyways, I apologize for being gone for so long, but it's good to be back. I'm going to start trying to push out content of some sort, whether it be lives every morning. I do want to do Coffee and Crime, I think, every morning, the live stream, but also these individual videos. I apologize for my absence. Before we get into this video, I do want to say thank you to everybody that supports the channel. Anybody that supports all of my channels, regardless of platform. Guys, this is my 18th year on this platform, and I couldn't do it each and every day as often as I do if it wasn't for you. So regardless of method, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo, PayPal, memberships, Patreon, whatever, you guys are the ones that do this. Thank you to the Gun Squad. Appreciate you so much. And if you too find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down there. Show your support. Join the Gun Squad today. You can also find the links to some of my other channels while you guys are down there. You know, I have, if you guys get into politics, JBGTV, the JB Gunner Show is my live stream channel. I go live on there pretty much daily. That's my main channel. I do have a Rumble for if these channels get taken down. And of course, I have Twitter. All of those links are listed down below. Now, what I want to get into here today, listen. Sometimes in life you have to admit that you're wrong, and I'm still not 100%, but I have to admit I'm impressed. Guys, throughout my experience, both just in real life, but also in the criminal system, I have an opinion towards public defenders. My opinion on public defenders has always been based on my own experience and what I've seen from people around me. They work for the state. Typically, they're not for the defendant. They're really not, even though they represent you. A lot of you guys have been screaming out to me for many, many months saying, hey, Ann Taylor's not like that, though. And I called you dumb, because I still think a lot of you are fucking dummies. And I said, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just some fat Karen sitting at home with Twinkies oozing out of your fingers, sitting on your couch watching court TV and YouTubers. And I still feel that way. However, I was wrong. It does look like after the past few court hearings that Ann Taylor has stepped up to the plate. And that is what I want to make this video about, and apologize for me being wrong, just like I brag when I am right. Now, anybody that has seen Ann Taylor in these recent hearings can clearly see the star in her and the fact that she truly believes in Bryan Kohberger. Many of us on this channel, and Harsh's channel, and Andrea Burkhart's channel, we believe in innocent until proven guilty. And I think that's the way you should go. We live in the United States of America here, and we do have constitutional rights. And my opinion is that you should still never get a public defender. Bryan Kohberger should have never got a public defender. It should always be a paid lawyer. And I get it, some people can't afford it, and I understand that. I've been in that seat before. Make no mistake about it. You can survive driving with your feet, but it doesn't make it a good fucking idea to do it. Same thing here. You can survive a court case with a public defender, but it doesn't mean it's a good fucking idea to do it. Ann Taylor, however, like I said recently, she has impressed me in these recent court cases. She has literally screamed out in the middle of court, he's innocent, Your Honor. And that is a hell of a position to take. Because let me tell you something, typically a public defender or a lawyer of any sort, yeah, they are defending you. They are trying to get you off. They are trying to prove your innocence. But the energy, the oomph behind Ann Taylor's voice when she screamed out literally in court, he's innocent, that showed me a different type of passion. I've always thought since the beginning that she was awfully comfortable around Bryan Kohberger. This is a dude accused of killing 4 people. She's always been extremely comfortable. Bryan Kohberger's been comfortable, and they clearly have a connection, Kohberger and Ann Taylor. I don't mean that in no funny ways, but they clearly have a rapport amongst them. And so my true belief about this is that Ann Taylor has won over the trust of Bryan Kohberger, who's not a dummy at all. And so once again, maybe I was wrong. This Cy Ray character, which I haven't talked about a whole lot, I will say this. I don't necessarily have all the trust in him or his system in the world, but he got on stand immediately after Brett Payne. Brett Payne sounded like a complete idiot that didn't know what he was talking about, and that's funny because he's the guy in charge of the fucking entire Moscow end of it in terms of the entire investigation. Cy Ray came out here and he said the exact words. He said, they are holding exculpatory evidence. Exculpatory clearly means this is evidence that could free Bryan Kohberger, that could prove his innocence. Now, when you hear that, you're like, okay, maybe this is just a defendant. This is just the defendant and his legal team trying to make Bryan Kohberger sound innocent. Until you realize that Cy Ray has never actually been on the defendant's side. And then when you hear, prior to this, the forensic guy or the camera guy who said there was evidence that he hadn't revealed. There was legitimately hidden evidence that Ann Taylor didn't get till last week. So when I say this, we've been screaming this entire time cover-up. We've been screaming this entire time malpractice on behalf of the detectives, the Moscow police, and all this. And then you have them come out and openly admit it in public. They openly said, hey, I didn't know we had all this the whole time. I sent it to Ann Taylor yesterday, though. What else did you not know you had the entire time? She's been putting in discovery after discovery after discovery request after discovery request. I think we're at 15, 16. How many are we at? And only now, we're talking about important shit. We're talking about important shit. If you have hidden one piece of evidence, my position is you've probably hidden a lot more than that. So let's just say that they didn't purposely hide it. They're not purposely trying to set up Kohberger. Cool, I can buy that. Then it's just incompetence. That very incompetent. Let's just say Bryan Kohberger did kill him. That incompetence is going to get Bryan Kohberger off because, like I said, and I've said it for an entire almost 2 years, if I was in the fucking jury, you can't convince me with what you got that Bryan Kohberger did this. And now you have the police themselves saying, hey man, we fucked up. I'm sorry, this guy's life is on the line. You want people to send him to the death penalty. Am I right or am I wrong? Thank God for creators like Harsh Reality. Thank God for Andrea Burkhart. Thank God for these other creators who see things pretty much the way I see them. Because there's so many other creators and so many other civilians and so many other people that only believe what the mainstream media tells them to believe. If you listen to Cooper and Bumfield all day, then the truth of this is you're going to probably take their positions on shit. This is why I love you people that do take the time to watch these videos, or Harsh Reality's videos, or Andrea Burkhart's videos, or whatever, TNT, whatever, you bring up whoever you want to bring up, that believe in innocent until proven guilty, who believe. And listen, tomorrow I'm going to do maybe a stream or a video where I'm going to break down all the evidence again and explain to some of you people, because you get a lot of new people in the case, how stupid a lot of you are. Touch DNA is not a great science. We've explained this a million times. Well, how did this DNA get on the sheath? Well, there's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways. I'm touching this cup of coffee. 6 weeks from now, my touch DNA could still be on that. Who the fuck knows where that cup's gonna be? The phone, see, I'm glad they got side right. This phone shit I've been telling you is bullshit the entire time. And then here's what you get. You get all the guilters and they're saying, well, Brian Kohlberger might have left his phone at the forest. You sound like a complete jackass. A complete dummy. You know, you keep moving the goalposts. Meanwhile, in court each and every day, we're seeing Ann Taylor tear the asshole out of Bill Thompson. Ann Taylor has earned my respect. And I get it now. Ann Taylor's looking for that big check. This is her ticket to fame. She's not your typical public defender. She knows if she wins this case, she will be one of the highest sought attorneys in the United States of America. She can move anywhere she wants after this. Create her private practice. She doesn't have to be a public defender. She can do what the fuck she wants after this. Because make no mistake about it, Brian Kohlberger not only doesn't have enough evidence to convict him, I think he's innocent. I think it's the Tyrone. I think it's Demetrius Robinson. I think it's anybody you want to bring to the table. I do not think Brian Kohlberger's the guilty party. I believe that may be why he said what the people say he said when he was arrested. I look forward to being exonerated. Brian Kohlberger knows his shit. He's not a dummy. And I think we're getting closer and closer and closer. I can't wait to cover the trial, because I will cover the entire trial on this channel. I know I haven't been covering these hearings. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I just, whatever. The trial I'm covering, for sure. Every minute of the trial. And I'm back now. I got some things taken care of. I gotta work. I gotta go to work where the money's at, and there's just not a lot of money in true crime. So I'm here, there, whatever. But I apologize for my absence. At the end of the day, I was wrong. You guys were right. Ann Taylor is fire. Ann Taylor is gonna win this case. There is no one watching these hearings that could say Ann Taylor has slipped once. Even if you look at the survey that was being done and say, well, that was a slip. Maybe you can have that one. But I know what we've seen, and the police have came out and admitted that there's hidden evidence that the defense didn't have, that they could have had months ago. Brian Kohlberger is going to win this on a technicality, whether he did it or didn't do it. Hope you guys are bracing for that. We've been saying it here on this channel for a very, very long time. Free Brian Kohlberger. Free Brian Kohlberger. Guys, hope you guys are having a good one. If you like what I do here and you find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Support the channel, join the Gun Squad today, especially if you want me to come back every day. Let me know. I know I've been gone a while. Did you miss me, motherfuckers? I'm back. Let's get to work.